I must say, Krang, you have a nice selection of prisoners here. So, do we have a deal, General Plastro? Indeed. After I mutate all 6 prisoners in this cell, I can sell them to the highest bidder. I'll be rich, rich, rich. What was that? We have intruders on the outside of the Technodrome. All guards to your battle stations immediately. I gotta say, guys, hiding the Technodrome in a junkyard was a pretty good move on Crank's part. Remind me why we're risking our lives against this thing to save 2 ponies and some arcade game characters? Because, Raphael, little girls love the ponies. And plus, these arcade characters are big celebrities around here. We have to save them. Yeah, dudes. Come on, we gotta break in, like, right now. And how do you suppose we break in? This thing is a huge fortress. It'll take hours just to break in here. I don't know, Raphael, but we gotta hurry. Before they know we're here. Too late for that, dude. Hello there, everyone. Toy and Game Collector here, bringing you another toy to look at. Today we're looking at what, in my opinion, one of the best play sets you could have bought back in the 80s. It's released back in well, technically this came out in 1990, but the toy line's from the 80s and 90s. Released in 1990, we have from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line of toys from Playmates, we have the Technodrome. Now, what is the Technodrome? The Technodrome was the evil bad guy lair of the Evil Foot Clan. It was the home of Shredder and Krang. Let's take a look at the toy. As you can see, it's not entirely complete. It's missing some stickers, obviously, and just a couple small parts. But for the most part, I finally got this thing restored. For the most part. Now, this thing is big. How big is it? Here's Krang's android body. This is a big figure. Look how big he is compared to the Technodrome. This is like a foot tall or so. Move him out of the way for now. Yeah, the Technodrome appeared in the first few seasons of the cartoon. Yeah, the Technodrome, it reminds me of Spaceship Earth in a way, but this thing is like the Death Star. You don't mess around with this thing. Right, this wasn't something that they overused in the show either. Like, the Turtles were always fearing this thing. And the best, they could never permanently stop it. Like, at best, they could put it at bay, put it, like, at the bottom of the Earth or whatever, trapped in the Arctic or Dimension X. But it wasn't gone forever. Like, this thing is something the Turtles always feared. And that's a good thing. So, well, that's the outside of the Technodrome. Here's the front door, which leads into the jail cell. Yeah, there's one of our prisoners there. We'll go into that in a moment. Here we have the ooze pet. Normally there'd be a door covering this part, but I can't for the life of me find that door to cover the ooze pet. But there's the ooze pet. So basically, if anyone wants to try to break in or break out of the Technodrome, you'll fall in the ooze and get mutated. Has 4 wheels, which look like tank treads. Seems pretty cool. There's the drills. Here's the giant eyeball. What is that eyeball for? According to the box, this is a radar dish or something. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta say, out of all the parts to find for this toy, the eyeball is one of the hardest pieces to find. As of recording this video, I saw 2 on eBay for $40. I paid $30 for that eyeball. Here we have another entrance to the Technodrome. We have this spiked sewer hole. So basically, if the Turtles want to break in, they'll get crushed by the spikes. But if they can avoid the spikes, they can just go right on in there. And there's some more prisoners in there. We'll get to that. One of the cool things about this little tube here was if you had the Ninja Turtle sewer layer playset, which I don't have, you could connect the playset to this hole, and you can make the Technodrome and the sewer layer one playset. It's pretty cool. Right now, let's open this thing up. Yeah, you open it up. You have to put these feet down. That way it's supported properly. Two sides. Alright, now let's take a look inside, shall we? We'll start over here. Here we have Krang's workshop. We also have 4 of these guns. To fire on enemies at the outside. It's pretty cool. And this is Krang's workshop. Now, if you have the Krang figure, you would sit him right here. Just put him in there. And you have him work around. Work at his computer desk, make new inventions. And here we have a portal to Dimension X, which is Krang's homeworld. Dimension X, best described as a hellish wasteland. The Krang could summon rock soldiers at his will. And right here, I don't have the piece for it, but there would be a red little hatch right here. This would be his escape hatch for when the battle was going on the other person's end. Krang could just make his escape. Here we have the ammo area. I don't have any of the Ninja Turtle blaster weapons. I don't have that many Ninja Turtle figures either. But right back here, let me move these stormtroopers out of the way. You would hold your weapons here. The blasters and everything. Alright, now let's look at the middle of the Technodrome. Now here we have the jail cell. It's just a jail cell. Hold your Ninja Turtles figures in it. You have doors that open on both sides. Let me take these figures out. Felix, Ralph, Fluttershy, Applejack, Calhoun, Vanellope, get out of there. You don't need you right now. And here's the inside the jail cell. There's the foot symbol. I could be wrong, but I think the sticker's supposed to go on the door. I don't know. I bought this used. I didn't put any of these stickers on. Another thing, you have this going onto the command deck bridge here. You have this wheel, which turns the eyeball around. It's pretty cool. It also has another feature, which I'll show in just a moment. And for when you want to surprise your enemies, this is a trap door. Trap your enemies into the jail cell. Now, what else is cool about this eyeball? Well, first when you go through these here we have 2 gunner stations. Normally you would have like a foot soldier or a Bebop and Rocksteady sit at these seats, but I don't have figures for them. We have 2 rock blasters, which they would control. The fun parts about the eyeball is it doesn't just sit there. You can open this up, pull down on the steering wheel, and the eyeball will roll down and knock down any enemies in your path. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For the most part, it works. Put that back on. Now we're looking at the last part of the Technodrome. Right down here, I don't have the parts for it, but this would be like a mutation chamber. Basically, you'd have a bed here, you would sit your figures here, and with this part, you would cover them with ooze, so you can mutate your figures. And up here, we have Shredder's command station. I don't have a Shredder action figure, unfortunately, but a First Order Stormtrooper from Disney works just fine. Basically, Shredder would sit here. This is his command center. And there is a computer with a turtle on it. That's Leonardo. He would prepare to fire the weapons at the turtles outside. And as before, we have more of these guns, just 2 on each side. Now this is a pretty cool playset. I really enjoy it. Ever since I first started getting into Ninja Turtles, I remember saying to myself, I want to get one of these things eventually. It took a while finding it for the right price, as well as finding the parts. I had to find these jail doors, I had to find this trap door, I had to find the eyeball, I had to find these platforms, this thing, both doors, I had to find the blasters, but it was worth it. Even though it's not complete, I am missing a couple blasters for the outside, and I'm missing the bed there, I'm missing figures that would go in here, but I don't really care. This is a really cool playset. Now, if you love Ninja Turtles, And if you can ever find one of these for a decent price, I say get one, because this is an awesome toy. Well, even kids today will like it. Because the Technodrome is still around, as far as I know. It was in the 2012 Nickelodeon cartoon. It was in the 2016, was it 2017 Ninja Turtles movie? Eyeball and everything. The new ones can fly. It's pretty cool. Well, that's about all I have to say regarding the Technodrome. Thank you for watching. Please either like, dislike, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Unless YouTube marks this video for kids. Then, well, just give it a like, whatever. I don't really care. And I'll see you all next time. It's Toy and Game Collector signing off. Dang it.